Hi, this is Jessica, the Enneagram life coach, and this is the third video now on what's happening with head types 5, 6, and 7, where they fundamentally have a wrong idea from childhood and how that then creates the foundation for all of their personality and ego structure from there. Okay, type 5s. Well, let me say also that head types believe somehow that this world is kind of scary, dangerous, that it's hard to survive. It's difficult to have what you need. Resources and energy and skills and knowledge are hard to come by, and so types 5, 6, and 7 are always grasping for learning and ways to know how to somehow navigate this big scary world, something like that. All right, so when we get to point 5, it feels to 5s like there's just not enough energy, knowledge, and resources to go around, or at the very least that they don't have their fair share of it, or even if they get their fair share of these things, that other people are intruding on them and somehow sucking the life out of them. It feels to 5s like the world is demanding so much from them and they don't have what it takes to meet those demands, and that exhausts them. And so their response to that is to retreat, to hide, to be secretive, to figure out what they need to survive, like a very minimalistic approach. Okay, I just need food, water, shelter. I'm just going to get those things, and then I'm going to have that, and I'll be able to survive on just as little as possible. What they are forgetting is that every day there is new sunlight and new rain and new energy, and we don't live in a finite universe in that sense. The world is abundant and refreshing, and we have new mercies every morning. So that you don't have to have enough for next week, next month, next year, next decade. You just have to have what you need for today, and that will be provided as you need it. We get to point 6s, and they have fundamentally lost faith in, themselves and other people and the universe or God. 6s start to feel like not only do they not, like they don't have what it takes on their own, they're not going to be able to on their own protect themselves or guard themselves from this big scary world, but they also have a sense that even though they would like to rely on other people, then they would like to create like friendship bonds and relational bonds that makes them feel safer and have more resources, but they don't trust people because they don't believe in fundamental goodness. So 6s are, not only are they fear-based, but they are the most fearful of the fear-based types, because they're sort of always scrambling to find what it is they can trust or how they will be able to survive, because they don't feel like they can survive on their own, but they also don't trust other people. So they're kind of always scared and nervous and anxious about who or what they can trust. The part that they are missing is that they do have a divine connection, just like the rest of us, and they are guided. They have a conscience, they have a North Star, they have a Holy Spirit, if you will. And whether it be through just themselves and God, or even their relationships, or even just nature, or some sort of epiphany, they will have support as needed. And then when it comes to type 7s, what 7s lose sight of is that to live life and to live even an abundant life is to experience the good, the bad, the ugly. 7s start to believe very early on that it's possible to live a life and never have bad feelings or bad experiences. Or it's like if something, and I used to say that I'm a 7, and I used to say this all the time when I was younger, like, well, if you can feel good or you can feel bad, just choose feeling good. Why would I ever feel bad? But that's a bit of a delusion, right? Because there will be times where we will feel bad. And in fact, that is part of the human experience, but that can be lost on 7s. So for 7s, the breakthrough is when they realize that we have what we need in every moment. We don't have to keep chasing all the things that distract us from the bad feelings or the sad feelings we might have. We can just experience the moment for whatever it is. But also, if we are still and we know who God is, if we are still and we trust our connection to Source, then we don't have to frantically run to try to escape all of the hard feelings. We can just get through them, right? The best way out is through, and come out knowing that the sun will come up tomorrow, and sorrows may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So that is what head types need to hear, is that they will be taken care of, and they can trust that there is a good universe here to support them at any time. Of course, and that's true for any kind of human. Thanks for watching.